Baby's entourage just got him in a world of trouble. Oh, y'all done did it now, man.
It's like he
While
can't
a
catch
bunch
a
of
break,
sophisticated people were trying to enjoy their Super Bowl,
a
a bunch of dusty hooligans with stinky draws pulled up a Lil Baby to disturb the peace.
But first, a stunning announcement from the 49ers. One of their players shot early this morning in San Francisco.
Damn.
The team.
Damn, how does that even happen? Like, well, I know how it happens, but like, come on, like you gotta do
Says
better.
defensive end Keon White was shot in the ankle. Good evening. I'm Claudine Wall.
And Mike Meeback, San Francisco police.
In the ankle is crazy. Y'all know ankles are like some of like the worst injuries to get. It's really hard to come back from a
confirming they did respond to a report of shots fired on Mission right near South Van Ness, 4 o'clock this morning. Police did not identify White as the victim, but the team has since confirmed he was shot.
KTVU's Bailey O'Carroll joins us in the studio with the latest on what we are hearing about.
The NFL is getting involved in this. So this ain't even something that they can like, they probably can like just try to like sweep under the rug. Like NFL done got involved. Even if what's name doesn't try to press charges, the NFL is probably gonna be like, nah, we want him locked up. We want him
out this shooting, Bailey.
Yeah, guys, let's get to the details of what we do know, because it is little.
This ain't no regular like, oh, random, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you fucking with the NFL money now at this point. You fucking with the team money.
I heard from the team about 30 minutes ago. They did tell me 27-year-old defensive end Keon White is out of surgery and that it was successful.
Okay,
San Francisco police described his injury as non-life threatening. According to police, officers responded to reports of a shooting following an argument that started inside of a business. No arrests have been made. A suspect has not been identified.
When they say a suspect has not been identified, they meant when they talked to the NFL player after he was shot, he refused to cooperate.
Right.
Now, a lot of these dudes who are now multi-millionaire pro athletes, they also come from the hood. They also like to present themselves as street dudes. They like to live out these, like, you know, this weird fantasy of being some type of tough street dude when they are, in fact, multi-million-dollar athletes.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I feel like yes, sometimes, some cases, but not all the time. Like it might just be a case where like it was an accident, like some shit happened. I'm saying, you know, like on some cheddar bob shit, you know. But I don't know. Well, we don't know. I don't think it's necessarily like he trying to act tough.
So he probably still lives by the street code, which is, you know, like don't tell nothing, don't talk to the police. But make no mistake about it. Like, make no mistake about it, bruh. He's probably on some no snitching, no telling, no talking right now because it just happened. But they shot him in his leg. As an NFL player, you need your legs to make money, bro. You need your legs to make money. God forbid, after surgery, he don't recover 100%. He don't go back to what he was before getting shot.
He probably not, bro. I'm telling you, like them ankle injuries. Those y'all got that has ever had an ankle injury, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Them ankles ain't no joke. Them. Look at Steph Curry. Steph Curry still has ankle injuries to this day. Like,
take out some ligaments and he don't go back to what he was. He gets arthritis. God forbid. Because when that happens, oh, he coming. He coming. Lil Baby won't be able to enjoy his $100 million and all his wealth and his money.
Mm-hmm.
If that NFL player leg don't heal up, don't go back to being what he was before getting shot, he's coming for Lil Baby. So that, oh, I'm not no snitch stuff is cool right now. But when shit get real, baby, you going to jail.
I spoke with Dr. Rick Lehman, the director of the U.S. Center for Sports Medicine. Dr. Lehman told me White's recovery time will vary greatly depending on where the bullet hit his ankle.
Man,
well, you never want to get shot in the back because that's where your Achilles is. And you don't really want to get shot on the side because that's where all your major vessels are. So let's say he had a nerve injury, that would end his career. He got shot in something called the posterior tibial nerve. So that would end his career. So hopefully you want to get shot in the front. Well, you don't want to get shot, but if you get shot, you want to get shot in the front or potentially in the side. That would be your preference. And in the perfect world, you would get shot and it would not have any bony impacts.
Less than a year and a half ago, 49ers wide receiver Ricky Pearsall was shot in the chest during a robbery in San Francisco's Union Square. That suspect, a juvenile, has since been arrested and charged. Guys.
Certainly that was a robbery, but we still don't know a lot of details of what led up to this shooting with Keon White.
Exactly, yeah. Police have not said what exactly led up to Keon White getting shot in the ankle. But the Niners will provide updates when appropriate, and police will hopefully provide updates soon as well.
All right, Bailey, thank you so much.
Bailey, thank you. San Francisco Mayor Daniel Lurie responding to the shooting, saying any violent incident in our city is unacceptable, and I'm hoping Keon recovers quickly. I've spoken with SFPD and 49ers leadership. We are all grateful to our SFPD officers for their quick response. As always, I will continue to work with San Francisco law enforcement to ensure our neighborhoods and our residents are safe.
The doctor said,
ain't guns illegal out there? Or am I tripping? I think guns are illegal out there, right?
There's a possibility that this NFL player will have his career ended due to this surgery, due to what's currently going on. So let's just pray that this dude still gets to have a long and healthy career. But you're probably asking, how did Lil Baby name get involved in this? How do we know? Is this clickbait? No, it's not clickbait, people. All right, we actually have information and eyewitnesses that puts Lil Baby at the situation. So what exactly led to this NFL player getting shot and possibly losing his career and having it end forever? Well, we know what happened, and it's quite possibly the most silliest, dumbest thing ever. But obviously, when you have dusty Egomites involved, nothing is too small to take a life.
What the fuck is an Egomite? I never heard of an Egomite. Hold on. I think he just made that shit up, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I think I know what it. That is crazy. Hold on. We definitely made that shit up. Egomite. I'm gonna use that. Is that fucked up? I'm gonna use that one day.
Argument took place between Lil Baby, his crew, and this dude and his crew before this dude was shot. Now, when it comes to Lil Baby and these rappers, they're only tough when they're like packed up like hyenas. Let's be real here. If Lil Baby and this dude was in a dark room by themselves, you think Lil Baby is uttering a peep? You think Lil Baby is challenging this dude to any type of physical confrontation? Not one bit. But Lil Baby was with a bunch of hooligans with nothing to lose. So, they caused issues with this guy and then ultimately shot him, okay? Because when you read the story, it's perfectly clear that it was Lil Baby's and his crew fault. They were the antagonists in this situation, right?
Dang, I ain't read the story.
Down, and when we read it, says the investigation into the shooting of Keon White just took a wild turn because of what reportedly happened between the 49ers DN and rapper Lil Baby before the shots rang out just hours after the Super Bowl. According to the San Francisco Standard, which says it's seen a police report, 27-year-old, now, the police didn't report that Baby was a suspect just yet, right? Because they say, the suspect is unknown. But now we know that Lil Baby's name is in a police report. 27-year-old White, which is the NFL player, and Lil Baby got into an argument after the Grammy-winning rapper and his friends were turned away from the 3rd Years Pro private event at a local San Francisco lounge. Per the outlet, a witness told the police he saw the verbal argument and went to get help from bar staff, but he heard 2 gunshots ring out. When a witness returned, he discovered White had been shot in the ankle area. To shoot somebody in the ankle specifically tells me you was trying to end that person's career. But let's just examine exactly what this issue was over. Initial report stated that it was actually a section, but apparently it wasn't a section. He was having a private party at a lounge. Baby and them wanted to enter into the lounge to get into the private party. They was blocked out. Now, the NFL player probably came out because Baby and them was trying to force their way in, which, you're a Lil Baby. Bro, all you really got to do is say, hey, who got a hot function going on, bro? I'm coming. I'm pulling up. You'll get invites. You don't got to go to somewhere you're not invited at. It makes zero sense whatsoever, but these dudes are driven by ego. I'm sure once they were told, hey, bro, you can't come in, you can't enter. Sorry, bro. Now, I'm sure that probably dude had one of his homies standing at the door to make sure nobody gets in. right? Because it was probably his private event. Probably, let's say the bar security wasn't there. Because if they had to go to get bar staff, that meant no bar staff was up front, that it was Buddy and his team that was running security. So they probably walked up to the lounge trying to get in, and then they see a dude in normal street clothes saying, "Nah, bro, you can't get in." They said, "Huh? What the, bro, like, who are you? Man, F on my way." And tried to force their way in. Then dude probably came out and an argument ensued. But nonetheless, bro, behavior like this only exists among ourselves, bro. You would never see any other group of people fighting, shooting each other, right? Like committing violence this heinous over getting into a lounge, bro. Go to
I ain't gonna lie. This is like a stupid ass situation. Like, yeah, they both are multi-millionaires making a lot of fucking money, and they're both young at that. Like, what the fuck? I don't like that. Don't make sense.
Like it makes no sense whatsoever.
It
right?
got to be more to the story.
Police arrived on the scene just after 4 a.m. and entered the club to investigate, discovering numerous scantily clad females picking up dollar bills that were thrown all over the floor. So
So was this a stripper party?
Oh shit!
Was this a stripper party? What was going on?
See, exactly. It was a lounge, but it was their own private event. They brought strippers and everything there. When cops made contact with White, the report claims he was uncooperative. Investigators retrieved footage from surveillance camera at the scene and found an abandoned cell phone. Oh, y'all going to jail, man. When are y'all going to jail, homie?
So y'all go to jail.
They also located a 9mm and a .45 caliber casing near the scene. Well, that means that were like shots fired from two different guns. The local outlet's report comes after The Athletic on Monday reported the altercation did not involve White, who was at the time thought to be minding his own business when he was hit with the bullet. The new info, again, courtesy of the San Francisco Standard, calls that version of the story into question. For their part, cops said in a statement that a preliminary investigation revealed a verbal altercation occurred between groups inside a business. The victim was injured when shots were fired by an unknown suspect. Baby, you going to jail, bro. Right now, social media post and event page showed the rapper was in the Bay Area for the Super Bowl, including a post from his own Instagram from a suite at Levi Stadium. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man.
Man, this
if Baby did this, I truly hope that Baby gets the max life, if you can give him life, because this is just nonsense, yo. Like, this is so uncalled for. It makes no sense. Y'all are multimillionaires. Why are y'all walking around angry? Why are y'all walking around angry at life? Like, why don't you guys have better things to do with y'all?
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Honestly, the story seems so crazy to me. I don't think that that's actually what happened, because I cannot make it make sense in my mind. It's Super Bowl. It's the Super Bowl, right? And they obviously had strippers there, right? They're both young multimillionaires. What in the right fucking mind would it make sense for them to get into it to the point to where they got to bring guns out? Some shit had to happen. Like, I don't know. What y'all think? What do y'all think?
Now, to pull out that gun, because, they could have shot him in the torso, the chest, the stomach. No, they shot at his ankle specifically to F up his NFL career. I can almost guarantee you, if Lil Baby didn't pull the trigger himself, it was a jealous, dusty, right, envious.
It had to be like a fucking nobody.
Jealous. Mike, who did that?
Mike.
Somebody who never done nothing for themselves, they never accomplished nothing.
I'm gonna see if I can add that word to my soundboard.
Was trying to end that man's NFL career. That's why he shot at the ankle specifically.
Yeah, that's.
But y'all let me know in the comment section. What do you got?
Like, bro. See, that's why I stay in the crib. I don't go to club. Club's not my type of scene. You know what I'm saying? Now, I might go to a car event or something. You know what I'm saying? I'll do your homework. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real big car guy. You know, I fuck with cars. I had 2016 Charger Scat Pack. Like, I love cars. You'll catch me at a car scene doing some donuts or something before you catch me in the club around a bunch of motherfuckers I don't know. Because it's just in clubs, like I don't get the club vibe. It's just you there with loud ass music, flashing lights. You can't hear nobody. Overpriced bottles. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's pointless to me. But I digress. Comment in the comments what y'all think really happened in this situation.